Hi everyone, Mimi here. Denver and I, my very good friend, are going to go over and check out the Star Wars Island. He is helping me try to get my world where it should be, get it all finished, and we're going to go over to the Star Wars Island to some of the caves and see which ones have not been gone through and some that have. And anyway, that's what we're going to do. Please follow along with us and come see what we're going to do.
Thank you, Mimi. So today we are actually going to help any new player that doesn't really know what to do for Star Wars. So starting out, you'll have a bus stop. It will not be here. It'll be at the base of the mountain when you first finish your Ninjago, when you start a new world and stuff like that. You'll when you fly off of the mountaintop, there'll be a bus stop at the bottom. You will have to find it, but it is there. When you open your map, of course, it's not going to look like ours, but here is the Star Wars Island. Now, we have since then broke the special station buses. You see, we have two Lost Isles, and you will have a Star Wars one in the special station. But since we have destroyed ours and moved it, now it's not there because we actually built the base, which is right here, and that's where you'll need to go first. So once you go to the Star Wars base and you complete the run through of the base, then you will actually be able to go out and explore your island. And then you'll have to go into the caves and defeat, certain enemies in all the caves. So you have dry land caves or dry valley caves, grassland caves, and then Iceland, Frostland caves. And the Frostland are the hardest. So we are going to show you how to do a Frostland cave with the new Ninjago weapons very easily. So let's jump on over. This is a bus stop that we found while we were exploring Mimi's world. And, excuse me, we marked on the map so we would know where to go back to each cave. And you'll also see in my inventory we are only using blue weapons. This could be done with green weapons if that's your preference, but blue weapons are going to be better because they deal more damage. So, if you have blue or higher weapons, it'll just make it even more faster. But we're going to show you how fast it can be done with blue weapons. I got a bear icon here. We need bear pelt. Now we are
Yes, we
playing in
do.
expert mode, so therefore we have to have bear pelts to uh, make totem of returns, because if you don't have a totem of return and you don't survive, well, you will lose your world immediately and you will not have access to it. And if you need help doing, learning how to build a totem of return, Mimi will have a short video posted soon on how to actually craft totem of returns. So once you find the cave, it looks like this. And once you do everything on Star Wars Island, you actually get the passcode so you can get into the cave. And then you just enter the cave, and you have it's either 3 or 4 levels. And on the very last level, you will have a AWR trooper that you have to fight, and it does make it, uh, he is very hard to defeat. Now, where we have, a lot of good health weapons and stuff like that, it hopefully it won't be too bad. This is the first time that we have played this. Um, done anything with Star Wars with the new weapons. So we're all pretty much learning together. So once you defeat everybody in the cave, you will see right here. This right here you will lower. So I will go and show you before we eliminate everybody in this run. There is a red barrier. And if you do not defeat everybody in the cave, the barrier does not drop. I'll show you here. Mimi can handle her own for a second. So here's the red barrier. You notice that you cannot go on through the cave. So now you have to, until you defeat all the stormtroopers in the cave. I believe that's everybody. Yep, it's green. That means that you can proceed on. Now, this should be the, if I'm not mistaken, this will either be the last one or there'll be one more. Like I said, you have to eliminate everybody. And the reason why we wanted to show you in a snow cave is because this is the hardest cave to beat. When this update originally came out, this was the hardest cave to beat. But now you see with the new Ninjago weapons, it's, we just went through the whole thing. And then once you get to the bottom of the cave, you open this red chest and you get, I think,
Green
Mimi.
lightsaber.
Yep. So you'll get the lightsaber. You're going to pull it out and show us, Mimi, so the people that have never seen it knows what it looks like. So you will get this. And if you, all the way around your map, there's multiple caves. And if you go into each cave and get each lightsaber from each cave, I think there's a total of 20. Is that right, Mimi? 20 or 20?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm going to say 20.
It's either 8, it's 18 to 20. So, it's a pretty good, you get quite a bit of stuff from each cave. Also, make sure that you search around. And if you're new and you want all this material, bring like a ruby pickaxe or any of the. So you got sapphire, ruby, rough amber. What's the other one?
Sapphire, ruby, rough amber.
See, it's right here.
The green emerald.
Yes, so you have either, yeah, right here, emerald. So here's your pickaxes. Let me see if I can find them to show you. Yeah, right here. So you have your different ones. Of course, you know, your all of your ruby ones. So you'll have here's material again, right here. So you can have rough amber, rough emerald, ruby, or sapphire to make your pickaxes with. And then you can come in here and break all of the stuff that's in the caves, or you can leave, you know, most of it. When I was doing it, I would break like the barrels and this stuff, these storage containers, whatever they are, displays, and get all of the different material for this island, which is, you know, durasteel, plastoid, scrap durasteel, and you have to have it to make the Star Wars weapons. So, well, Mimi, if you want to tell them all what you're, give us an outro here, then
Um,
so if this helped, make sure that y'all subscribe to
oh,
Mimi's channel. She's going to be putting a lot more tips and tricks videos out there. Also, if you're looking, if you're wanting to start in an expert world, and you're wondering about the totem of return and stuff like that, Mimi will have a short video out on how to craft a totem of return. And you can just follow her steps and good luck. But make sure you subscribe because once we get Mimi to 50 subscribers, then she will be live streaming all of her gameplay, and that way if you have any questions she can show you live in game and you can follow along with her and you know, get your world to look like hers. So all right, make sure y'all stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.